Alrighty, so I wanted to make a video about changing the battery on your Game Boy carts, mostly Pokemon, because I think that's mostly what people are changing batteries on. But um, yeah, so I was posting a little bit on my Instagram about getting these batteries replaced and how to replace it without losing your save. There's actually multiple ways to do it. Um, One of them is a little bit more risky than the other way. I'll show you both ways, just so you know. But yeah, so first you're going to need a little tool, a little game bit piece like this. This one says 3.8 on it if you're trying to find the correct one. I don't know what the actual correct name of this bit is, but yeah, it says 3.8 on it. Just look up game bit. It shouldn't be difficult. I'll try and put a link in the description. But yeah, you just want to put that on there and unscrew the screw in there. And it should slide off like that. Then you got your game card here. So you can see this battery says 99-12, which I was asking people on my Pokemon Red card, it said 99-01, and they thought that meant it was manufactured in January of 99, so this one would be December of 1999, I imagine. But so here's I guess the multiple ways we can do it. Multiple ways we can change this battery without losing the save. So let me actually show you first that there is a save on here. Put it in my. Let's see if I can do this. Let me go wide angle. Yeah, there we go. That helps a lot. So there's the cart. See if you can see the battery. It still says 9912 on there. I'm gonna put it in here while it's open, which is actually part of one of the methods. See, just continue to show you. It's the 9912 one. If I can. Let me turn down the brightness. There we go. Doesn't focus super well in wide angle, but it'll show the purposes. Okay, you can see it says continue. This is just some random save when I bought the game. I haven't removed it because it's kind of been a little bit useful. This guy cheated. He used the missing number glitch. But anyways, you can see there's a save on there. 150 Pokemon, 53 hours. Sitting in a Pokemon Center. So yeah. So currently, there is a save on here. Let's see. Yeah, currently there's a save on here. And the best way to do it, I think, the least risky way to do it, is to use something like this. See if I can show you better. This is I guess it's called the GBX cart. I'll put a link in the description where to get it. I don't get anything from posting these links, but there's probably a couple discount codes out there. But anyway, you put the game in the cart like this, and then you plug it into your computer via USB right there. And I'll see if I can record that on my computer to show you what's going on. So let me set this down. Get my USB cable. Okay, so I have my USB cable. The other end's plugged into my computer. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in here. And you get a couple of lights coming on. And then on the computer here, I will open up Flash GBX. And there's an update, but I don't care about that right now. And then currently, I think it sees that it's connected, because it gives me the option to disconnect. But currently I have a Game Boy game connected. It can do Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games and Game Boy Color. But for Game Boy Color, you just select Game Boy. So I'll select that. It sees Pokemon Blue right there. And then you can do multiple things. You can back up the ROM, like the actual game itself. If you have a flash cart, you can write a ROM to that flash cart using this. And you can back up your save data, which that's what we want to do here. I've already done it, actually, but let me just delete the old one so I can show you. So, yeah, it'll start over there. So hit backup save data, and then it'll tell you PokemonBlue.sav for the save file, and then backup complete. So yeah, that's how you do that. And then if you want to restore it, you hit restore from save file. You select the save file, hit open, and then it just does it real quick. Save data restored, and then you hit disconnect. All right, so there's that. You have it. You have the save data on the computer, and now you can replace your battery. So the two different ways to do it is you can, now that it's restored, now that it's saved on the computer, you can just replace the battery like normal. You would just desolder these 2 points, take out the battery, put the new one in, solder it in, and then you're good to go. If you don't get one of these because they're like $45 and you want to try and do it without that, the more risky way, what you do is you take it apart like this. You put the game PCB into the back side of the shell, and then you put it into a Game Boy Advance or a Game Boy Advance SP, like that, and it'll still load the game. As you can see, it'll continue. So right there. So what you do is you load up the game, and then I'm going to turn off all the extra features on this. You load it up, you leave it on. You leave the game in the Game Boy on, because then it's still getting power to everything on the game cart while the Game Boy is on. So what you do is you replace the battery while it's in the Game Boy and the Game Boy is powered on. I've done it with Pokemon Crystal, and it worked. I tried it with... No, actually, it's the only one I actually tried it with so far. So, then, while it's powered on, you can desolder the old battery. And I might screw this up. I'm just going to put that disclaimer. I might screw this up. And that's why this is just a much more risky way to do this, because if you bump the cart in the wrong way, it might reset it, and then you're going to lose your save data. But I did do it with Pokemon Crystal, and I was able to do it successfully, so it is possible. So I'm going to attempt it here by lifting up on this side of the battery. Actually, let me turn the sound on. So it might reset the game, and we'll be able to hear that through the sound, actually. See what happens. Here we go. So you hold up on one side. It's desoldered. That side, you can still, I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear the Pokemon Center music. And there we go. Desoldered. Game is still on. Let's see if I can show you very carefully. See, we're still in the Pokemon Center. No game, no battery. So now, let me get my CR 2025 battery. Since it's Pokemon Blue. Pokemon Yellow actually uses a CR 1616 battery, which is a smaller battery. Still 3 volts. These are all 3 volts. Okay, there we go. Got my little battery there. And I want to make sure we get the polarity correct, because I actually did that incorrectly on a game cart yesterday, and it didn't hold the save. Luckily, I had backed it up. But so the one you should be able to tell is there's a little positive thing there. You can kind of tell, but another way to tell is there's going to be like a smooth side and a rough side typically. The smooth side is the positive side, and the rough is the negative. And then you can see on the game cart there's a little positive symbol there and a little negative symbol there. So we'll just make sure we get those lined up correctly. I'm going to add a little bit of solder to these points, a little bit of fresh solder. There's a little bit of old solder on there, which flowed pretty easily. All right, got some solder on there, and that's is that the old battery? That's the old battery. This is the new battery. Yes. So positive down there on the bottom, negative on top. See which way they go here. So get that. Sort of try and hold that down as I do this. Is that going to focus? Trying to be very careful with this. It's on there a little bit. I'm going to add some solder to it while it's slightly on there. This is definitely a more tedious way of doing it. Sorry. Just concentrating. Okay, that is on there pretty good. We're going to do this side, and you got to be careful with your soldering iron. Make sure you don't accidentally start melting the game cart or the Game Boy. Okay, that's on there pretty okay. Add a little more solder to kind of seal it in. Alrighty. If you can hear it, it is still playing the Pokemon Center theme. And we have the battery completely soldered in. So negative going to the negative, positive going to positive. Make sure you get that correct before you... See, we're still in the Pokemon Center. Make sure you get the positive and negative correct, because it will just delete your save if you put it in wrong. So now, pretty sure it's saved, but I'm going to go ahead and hit save again while it's in game. We got 5309 there at the time. All right, I'm going to shut it off. Let it sit for a second. Don't know how much it matters to let it sit, but go ahead and turn it back on. See what we got. Continue. Josh, time 5309, Pokédex 150. Looks like we got it. So, yeah, now that new battery's in there, you can take it out. Put the top of the shell back on. Slide it up. Get your screw and your game bit here. And then screw it back in. And then you're good to go for that method. So if you're doing it that way, then you're good to go. It was risky, but it worked. If you want to do it the other way, I'll show you the thing restoring it. Currently, so let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and erase what I just did. Go ahead and erase the game save on there. So I'll plug it back in and connect it. Let's see. screen recording going. All right, so it's connected on my computer. It sees the hardware here, but not the games. I'll hit Game Boy, and then it'll see it, Pokemon Blue. I mean, it was already loaded from before, but it's on there. I'm going to go ahead and erase the cartridge so you can see that it is erased. Okay, so now I'm going to disconnect it and show you that it is erased. All right, and there we go. There's no continue option, only new game and option. So this is a erased cart, but it's the one I just replaced the battery on. So let me go ahead and plug it back in to the this thing. I don't know what it's called. GB cart, GBX cart. I'm not sure. And then I'll go ahead and hit connect again, and then Game Boy, and then it sees it. And we're gonna hit restore data from file. Pokemon Blue, from what I said before. Save data was restored. Okay. Disconnect. I don't know how imperative it is that you hit disconnect, but I just hit it just in case it's going to do anything. So we'll go ahead and remove that from there. Plug it into the Game Boy. Turn the Game Boy on. And there we go, continue, Josh. And it says 5302 because when I saved it after changing the battery, I guess it had been a minute at least. So yeah, the 5302 time is when I actually saved the save file. So yep, there we go, back in the Pokemon Center. So yeah, that should be it. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and ask. I'll try and answer or get you to somebody who can provide an answer, hopefully. But I hope that helps. Yeah, if you want to see more Game Boy content, I guess go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, thanks for watching.